I often wonder how our modern world would function without the trucking industry. Picture this, a vast network of roads crisscrossing the land with countless trucks moving goods from one place to another. It's like the circulatory system of our economy, pumping life into every corner of society. But just like our bodies need protection, so does this vital industry. That's where trucking insurance comes in. You might be thinking, insurance? Boring. But hold on. This isn't just any insurance. It's a fascinating world of risk management that keeps our economy rolling. Imagine for a second what would happen if all these trucks suddenly stopped. Shelves would empty, factories would halt, and our daily lives would grind to a standstill. Imagine a truck carrying $1 million worth of electronics crashing on a busy highway. The potential for damage and liability is enormous. That's where trucking insurance steps in. It's like a safety net, catching all those potential financial disasters before they can bring a trucking business crashing down. Different types of cargo require different levels of insurance. Hauling a load of pillows? That's one thing. But what about hazardous materials or luxury cars? The insurance needs to be as flexible and varied as the cargo these trucks carry. Primary liability insurance. Think of this as the foundation of trucking insurance. It's like a protective bubble around the truck, covering damages or injuries the trucker might cause to others. Physical damage coverage. This is like armor for the truck itself, protecting against accidents, theft, or even weather damage. Then there's cargo insurance, which is like a force field around whatever the truck is carrying. Whether it's a load of smartphones or a batch of ice cream, this insurance makes sure the cargo is protected. We also have non-trucking liability insurance, which is like an off-duty police officer. It provides protection when the truck is being used for non-business purposes. Refrigeration breakdown insurance. Imagine a truck full of ice cream on a hot summer day. If the refrigeration fails, that's a melty disaster. Then there's hazardous materials insurance. This is the heavy-duty stuff, providing extra protection for trucks carrying dangerous goods. It's like upgrading from a regular shield to a superhero's indestructible armor. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration sets the rules, and they're not messing around. For general freight, trucks need at least $750,000 in coverage. But for hazardous materials, that jumps up to a whopping $5 million. And it doesn't stop there. Each state has its own additional requirements, especially for trucks that only operate within that state. It's like a complex puzzle with each piece representing a different insurance requirement. Inflation has hit the trucking world hard, driving up everything from repair costs to medical expenses. These rising costs are especially tough on small trucking companies. Imagine a mom-and-pop trucking operation suddenly facing insurance premiums that have doubled in just a few years. Then there's the SAFER system, a way of tracking safety violations. Get too many violations, and your insurance costs could skyrocket. One interesting option is risk retention groups, or RRGs. These are like insurance co-ops, where trucking companies band together to provide their own insurance. And then there's Diamondback Insurance, offering a modern solution to these age-old problems. Every time you see a truck on the road, you're not just looking at a vehicle. You're seeing a mobile unit of our economy, protected by layers of carefully crafted insurance. And if you're in the trucking business yourself, well, Diamondback Insurance is there to help you navigate this complex world.